We're doing canned cocktails again. Yay. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you, or in today's case, a cocktail tasting video. Kind of nothing new. This is well-trodden territory at this point. Last week we showed you how to make the mojito, which is still perfectly preserved from last week. And so this week we are going to taste some canned, or in this case, bottled mojitos, and just compare them and see what we think. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to pour each one of them. Most of these have been pre-chilled. This one is not. So I'm going to give that, I'm going to pour this one first. Just to give that a little bit of time to cool down. Probably too much. All right, so the first one we have is our Fling. We've had them before. This is Boulevard, I believe. Yeah, Boulevard Brewing Company. Obviously known mainly for their beers. I found their canned cocktails are not bad. I don't know that any canned cocktails are great, but theirs have been among the better that I've tasted. Bacardi is a rum company, obviously, and so this is their version. I was curious if they say, I'm assuming this must be made with their rum, but you don't necessarily want to assume anything in all this. Yeah, it says real rum, so I'm assuming it's their Bacardi rum. Let's go ahead and open that up. We'll pour a little bit of our Bacardi Mojito. Most of the rum you'll get, if you see the Havana Club that you can buy here in the United States, it's made by Bacardi. Next we have our Flybird Mint Lime Mojito, which I think is kind of interesting since a mojito is mint and lime. Sure, why not? Next, gonna need to get a can opener. And one bottle opener later. We will open up our Cayman Jack Cuban Mojito. So here they're telling us that it's Cuban, but the mojito is Cuban, so it's fine. We won't start judging until we taste them. Now this last one is sort of a bonus. I found this, so this is actually a Blackberry Mojito, so it's a variation, and you can tell its quality because it's from Fridays. So we'll see. So we'll go ahead. Pour that into there. It's very, very fizzy and very, very red. All right, so I think we're going to start off with our Fling here. And this says 2 carbs and 100 calories, and it is, looking for the proof. Oh, this is a 5% alcohol by volume. So this is going to be like, basically like a beer equivalent. That's not too bad. It's fizzy. It's very light. Just compare it back to our original. The thing about when you're making your own mojito, it's very alive. It's very kind of a vibrant flavor. So in this case, I think they've sort of gotten the flavor of a mojito mostly correct. It does taste a little, it's funny, this is carbonated. It tastes a little flat. The flavor is a little flat. It's very, very light, very, very light. Not bad. I think if you were at a pool party, you wouldn't be furious if you got that. I think you'd be happier if you got that, but you know, sometimes that's not an option. All right, so we're gonna move on to our Bacardi, and we're gonna see. Now, so this is Bacardi. You would think they should be on the cutting edge of this. They make rums. Their rums are used in a lot of mojitos. So let's see how they did. It's better. It's a little better. I think the flavors are a little bit more alive. It's a little more vibrant. It's still a canned cocktail. You're not getting, I think you're getting The flavors are still very muted compared to the way the original cocktail is. It's you're getting lime and you're getting a little bit of mint, but it's just kind of around the outsides. It just kind of tastes like a carbonated soda with a little bit of lime and a little bit of mint. But again, now comparing these two, this one kind of tastes even more flat by comparison. Yeah, very little mint, very little lime in that one, so that's kind of disappointing. Sometimes when you're doing tastings, you have to taste your second one before you can kind of go back and think about the first one again, just because you need a frame of reference. All right, let's try our Flybird Mint Lime Mojito. Ooh, I don't really like that very much. It's not terrible. It's definitely not the worst of the canned cocktails, or in this case, bottle cocktails we've had. But it's very sweet. It's very syrupy. I don't like the mouthfeel very much. Oh, I should go back to our Bacardi. Our Bacardi is 5.9% alcohol by volume. So these are very similar. Again, they're both going to be kind of like a beer. And our Flybird is going to be... Okay, so this is 15%. So this is a significant jump up in proof. I don't really taste it. The proof that is... It's very, very thick. It's got a very thick mouthfeel. Yeah, it's really not fair to go back and compare. But yeah, this one is definitely... I don't like this very much. Very, very syrupy, very sweet. The flavors are not really... They're there. I think you are getting mint and lime, but it sort of tastes a little artificial. And again, the real thing that's killing us is that syrupiness. It's far, far too sweet. Again, if you really like sweet cocktails, you might like this. For me, I don't care for that at all. All right, now our Cayman Jack Cuban Mojito. We'll see how Cayman Jack does things. That's quite a bit better. It still doesn't have the same vibrance and the same sort of aliveness you do with the original cocktail, but it is real light. You're getting your lime, you're getting your mint. That's not too bad. I think that's pretty decent. So I think we're going to kind of judge these four to begin with, then we'll go with our last one. So that's kind of a different thing. I want to go back and try these two versus this one again and kind of get an idea. Actually, mainly this one. See which of these two is more kind of pleasing. Yeah, the Bacardi's not bad. It's very light. Again, very poolsidey kind of thing. It's not very deep, but it is light and refreshing. This is really close. I think that the Cayman Jack is a little better. I think if I was going to have one of these three, or one of these four sort of traditional mojito canned cocktails, I would probably go with the Cayman Jack. I think that it comes the closest to having that light, vibrant feel. Because I mean, we got actual fresh mint in here. It's going to be hard to compete with that with any kind of a canned or bottled cocktail. So the Cayman Jack comes the closest. The Bacardi is kind of a close second. The fling in this case is just kind of not, there's just not much there. I mean, it really almost tastes more like a very, very lightly flavored hard seltzer. So if you're a hard seltzer person, this might actually be right up your alley. It's not very sweet. It's real, real light. But the problem with this one is it just doesn't really taste like a mojito, and the flavors aren't there. This one, I'm sorry, this is maybe a D minus, a D minus. It is just far too sweet. It just doesn't really work. And I mean, it says, sometimes I double check myself just to make sure this isn't supposed to be mixed or anything. I mean, this is twist open, pour over ice, and enjoy. Well, I did at least two of those things. All right, now let's try our TGI Fridays Blackberry Mojito. So this is not really going to be a comparison with a regular mojito, but I had it and I figured, why not? We'll try it out. Wow, it's actually not bad. Oh, also, you should go back. The Cayman Jack is 5 point... You know you're getting older and you have to put your glasses up to read. That's 5.8. So basically all three of these are pretty much the same. You got 5, I think 5, 7, and 5.8 or whatever it was. So these are right in that 5% range, then 15 here. Our TGI Fridays is 5.9, so it's going to be kind of along the same lines. That's not bad. It's a little sweeter than I would probably like. But one thing to always know, I like my cocktails to be very dry. So if I see something is a little too sweet, for most people that's probably going to mean it's right about dead on. It's nice. I don't really know if I taste. I guess it is blackberry. It's kind of light blackberry, but it's not bad. It's kind of fun. It's very refreshing. It's light. It's a little sweet, but not crazy over sweet like a lot of them are. But not bad. In this range, I would definitely go with Cayman Jack. I think that's probably the one to go with. But what I would actually go with is just make myself a mojito. This was a pretty easy one. You know, you can have mint, you know, in your garden. You can, if you live in an apartment. I mean, mint will grow just about anywhere. It's basically a weed. So get yourself a little, you know, window thing and put some mint in there. That way you'll always have fresh mint. And this is a great cocktail to make, very easy. But if you can't, Cayman Jack would be my solution. That being said, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And have a good drink, and have a good day.
Mesero, tráele a mi amorcito un mojito.